Yo guys, what up? Nick Broman here. Today I'm giving you another reaction. This time it is to the Ancient Magus Bride, Episode 2. Last episode was sort of the introduction to the main two characters. We found out what Chise is. I can't remember the specific name. It's something weird, so I can't remember at the moment. We learned more about that. They're currently living on the outskirts of London, I believe. Somewhere in England, but I think it's London. What else? We found out that Elise is a mage, or sorcerer, whatever you want to call it. Someone who studies and, uses magic. And Chise's just trying to, find her place in the world and come to grips with the fact that, she's living with Elise and her world's going to become a lot more bigger and have a lot more, adventures and whatnot. And apparently she's also going to be Elise's, I think that's his name, Elias. Going to be Elias's wife. So, yeah, just her kind of like figuring her place out in the world, coming to grips with her new life and whatnot. So, yeah. It was a beautiful episode. Loving the animation. Love the opening song. Really, really great all around. So, yeah, with that being said, you guys, let's get back into this. Ancient Magus Bride Episode 2, my reaction right now.
Okay. You want to know who you would be sold to, but why? I thought that you weren't interested.
I'm not very good at handling pain. I'd like to be prepared for what might happen.
There's no reason to worry. You're special. You'll be treated well.
Okay.
And besides, you don't care whether you live or die, so why should it matter to you?
Disgusting asshole. One day is worth 2 tomorrows. Okay. From when she bit herself last episode. Who are you? That's what I wanted to know. Who are you? Who are you? Who is you?
Hey, where are we?
Oh good, you brought her. How did you sleep, Chise?
I slept fine, thank you. Who is that woman?
Yeah.
She's a neighbor who lives here named Silver Lady. She's a type of fairy, a silky that enjoys doing household chores, cooking, laundry, tending the hearth. She's responsible for your clothing as well.
Interesting.
I don't think of her as a servant so much as a landlady who looks after this house.
Alright. Oh, that's so cool.
Just sending off a quick note.
Elias Ainsworth, the mysterious mage who purchased me for a ridiculous amount of money. I'm to be his apprentice, and...
You should know, I also hope to make you my bride.
Okay.
Apprentice or bride? Which does he truly want? Both?
Are you feeling better?
But he's doing so much to take care of me. So he
I
can't
still
be
like
that
it, but
person,
still.
right?
Just sounds a bit different.
I know it's a bit early for this type of discussion.
Huh?
But shall we begin preparing for our honeymoon?
He really wants to marry
Maybe
her.
He's not a bad person, but he is pretty weird.
Yeah, a bit. Just a bit. He's so straightforward about it. That's the thing that kind of feels a bit off. He's just so straightforward.
I an acquaintance of mine while we're out and about today.
Who?
A face that's completely bone isn't the most expressive. How am I supposed to tell what kind of mood he's in?
Oh, I've seen a clip of
Where
this
did the skull go?
from Twitter,
I'd be awfully conspicuous wandering around looking like that.
but I skipped over it.
Just a small spell. See? The glamour I use is tactile as well as visual. How is it? Dashing, yes?
Well, you look kind of fake.
That's harsh. Chise,
Oh, coming!
Who is it?
I thought you would be the right person to gather the items she needs.
Who?
Meet my apprentice as of 3 days ago.
What? Your apprentice? So, you're from Japan. Chise, was it? Here you go.
Thanks.
Doesn't look
It's
like she's
lovely.
Japanese,
Isn't she a
though. Just
sweetheart?
like every character.
How did you find her anyway? Did you do something shady?
I followed the proper procedures when I bought her.
There's nothing proper about buying a person! Has he tried anything funny?
Yeah.
Just a moment, Angie. What do you take me for?
Anything funny?
Chise, this would be the part where you deny it.
He stripped me and forced me into a bath. Then he proposed. Does any of that count as funny?
Interesting. What were you thinking, you pervy mage? Get out of here! Take a walk or something! Not a smidge of good sense in that thick skull. Well now, Ainsworth found himself an apprentice. Did he really propose, Lex?
Well,
Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. The name is Angelica Varley. I'm a mage, one of the few still left in the world, and a Magus craft artificer.
Magus crafts? What are those?
What are they, you ask? Tools and other devices that are powered using magic. From processing gemstones to making knives, I do a bit of everything.
Okay. Oh, she has a kid.
Yes,
Sorry.
Be nice.
Sorry.
She's a special
Space
creature.
was taking up and this was fucking up. I apologize. It wasn't syncing up to this right.
Please, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to make such a mess.
Yeah, we saw this little bit.
forget about it, Les. No need to apologize.
Or I did anyways.
Really? If anyone's to blame, it's him! This useless bonehead here.
Useless. Me?
Not explaining a single thing to your apprentice? Sounds useless to me. Chise, there's a broom and hammer in the back. Do me a favor and grab them.
Right.
What's wrong with you, Ains? I'm charging you extra for this. Chise?
Yes? Oh.
An ocean alloy knife forged with the nectar of a crystal moonflower. An overcoat woven from thunderbird feathers. Let's see, there's also Glashton hide. A serviceable belt. And I think I'll go ahead and throw in some steel vine string and a fluorite loop too.
Oh, that's cool. She's sewing with magic and with her spirit. That's cool. Her familiar.
Based on that display earlier, I take it you like poppies?
I'm not sure I actually like them. It's just something I remembered. Angelica mentioned flowers, and I thought of a field I'd seen a long time ago. With my mother.
So that was her mother. Okay.
Where are your parents? Did they die? Or did they abandon you?
You really don't like to beat around the bush, do you?
Whatever may have happened in the past, it doesn't change the facts of the present. You're
True.
here now. With me.
I guess you're right. He speaks the truth so plainly and dispassionately. I don't know why, but there's something comforting about that.
Who's this?
Oi! Ainsworth! Didn't I write back to tell you when I would be arriving? And you decided to pop out just when I was getting here. That's plain rude!
I had some errands to run.
Your housekeeper hates me so much she wouldn't even let me in the house. I've been stuck out front this whole time.
I don't know why you bothered coming if all you're going to do is complain.
Oh, so I take it you're the new apprentice. She said, wasn't it? Well, hello. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Simon Collum. I was dropping by here to see
Simon.
if you two would do me a bit of a favor. Full hours.
Chise, Simon here serves as the priest at the village church. Although, given that he reads sermons as both a priest and a pastor, you might say he's something of a fence straddler.
I prefer well-rounded scholar, thank you.
Anyhow, there's no need to be nervous around him. Simon is a bit of a coward, you see.
Yes, I am but a poor, pitiful lamb. See how I cower in fear before the terrible mage.
Die.
A bit harsh, don't you think?
Well, they don't seem to like each other much. Elias is being unusually rude. Silver, too.
Tomorrow.
Yes, but I was already here. That's harder to meet. She say, I suspect you've had a rough go of it lately. My sympathies. It must have been truly awful. You're welcome to come round the church when you tire of this miserable curmudgeon. You could cry on my shoulder.
Enough. Well, Simon?
There are some matters the church isn't able to deal with at this time. They should be easy enough for you, though.
3? That's quite a few.
Just consider it payback for your recent activities. You've been lurking quietly in the shadows for decades, and now suddenly you've taken on an apprentice? That's not the sort of thing I can keep from my superiors.
You may be accountable to the church, but I don't consider myself to be.
Yes, I know. I'm not pleased to be doing this either. I assure you nobody from the church is eager to stir up trouble with a mage who has already lived longer than we know.
How many centuries is it going to take before your superiors rethink their ways?
Perhaps it would help if God or his son would write us a letter to that effect. Is it ready? The usual?
Yes.
Nothing
What?
is better than this medicine. I'm not
Okay.
exaggerating. The whole village swears by it. You'll learn a lot as an apprentice, including the art of crafting medicines. Truly miraculous ones. The medicine of a mage is both effective and gentle to the body. So I hope you'll study well.
I honestly wouldn't have expected a priest to think highly of a mage's work, but he does, doesn't
Me
he?
too.
Britain is a land of ancient and powerful magic. Historically speaking, mages are an important part of life here.
Interesting.
Now then, let's go. Since we'll be traveling, perhaps we can fit our honeymoon in as well.
This man.
Hold on. You mean you weren't kidding about that?
This man and his... Okay, whatever. I'm just going to have to learn to deal with it. It's so off-putting. It throws me off.
I'm told the dragons have been more active than usual lately.
Dragons?
I asked to check in on them.
Dragons?
Oh, okay.
Chise!
Whoa, okay. Hold on, what's gonna happen now? What?
Still hasn't learned to be careful, has he? He
Who's
couldn't even
this?
manage to hold on to his own apprentice.
Wait! What do you want? Who are you?
We shall discuss all that and more once we reach our land. We'll be there soon. The last home of the dragons.
Oh, okay. Okay, fam. Right during the end there, it definitely escalated real quick, really quick. Okay then. Another fantastic episode, okay. Alright, you guys. So, that was my reaction to, what's it called? The Ancient Magus Bride, episode 2. Really great episode, man. It was, it expanded on. It gave us more of an in-depth view of what magic is, and it just introduced some more like cool, fun characters. Angelica and I think his name was Simon or Simmons, something like that. Simmons, something like that. I think it's Simon though. But yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed this episode. It gave us an in-depth look into magic. It gave us some cool like visual magic stuff too. It showed some, new stuff we just didn't see in the first episode. It was really cool all around. Elias, man, he puts me like at a loss because it's like Chisei said, the way he says everything is so plain and dispassionate. It's just straightforward and blunt, and I kind of like that about him. It's honesty. But the way it's like delivered, it has a weird sense of humor to it. I kind of enjoy that obnoxious, dispassionate kind of humor. It really, I really dig it. Is what I'm trying to say. I think when I was cutting down and condensing the clips, I think I cut out a certain part where I said it just sounds different, but I still like it. That was referring to me in the beginning of the episode saying that Chisei's voice sounds a bit different. But I still like it. I enjoy her voice. I gotta look up her voice actor, man. I don't really pay attention to voice actors that much. I really should. I should probably get on that, but I don't. The other ones I can really say by name are almost every cast of RWBY. There's Crispin Freeman because he voices Alucard, and I fucking love that English dub. Yeah, I mean, but I enjoy this, man. It's so great. I don't know how else to put it. It's like nothing but praise at this moment. The animation, I'm enjoying the voice acting so far. It's amazing. Now let's talk about the end, because at the end we were told that dragons exist, or they've been more active, and a dragon swooped up or whatever, however you want to describe it, and took Chisei. I don't know how this is gonna play out though. I mean, obviously she has to end up okay. So does Elias. They're the main characters, but still, like, I want to know how everything goes. I don't know where it's gonna go. It wound up episode 1 quickly, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Chisei kind of being out of the loop to things what will usually be considered common, because it just shows that she's not used to being treated like a human being. More or less, she's been treated like a test subject or a puppet or a toy, something like that. And for her to, be suddenly thrust into this world, being put near someone who cares about her, and seemingly the surrounding characters, the background characters and whatnot, the supporting characters, caring about her too, it's just kind of, it adds to the realism of the effect that when you're not treated like a human, things become distant. It's like, why are you treating me this way? Like, what's this supposed to mean? It just shows that, like, that mental effect, the fact that she was a slave had on her. And I enjoy that. It's just very realistic, and it's so amazing. I can't wait to see how the relationship grows between Elise. I keep on calling him Elise. That's Elias. I can't wait to see how, Elias and Chisei form their relationship and how it's going to go from here on out. Because I believe, this is a romance, I think. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but I think it's partially romance. So, yeah, man, nothing but praise right now. Seriously, this is such a great show. I think I said this in the last one for Ancient Magus, probably, out of everything fall 2017 in terms of anime, I've been enjoying everything. Whereas the past seasons of this year, I've been, off and on. like everything I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying every anime I get into this season. It's phenomenal. This show is certainly no exception to that fact. So yeah, man, great. It broadened our understanding of magic. I think I might accidentally cut that out when I was condensing the clips down. But there was a scene where it was talking about the differences between alchemists and magic, and it gave us a more broad, in-depth view of what magic is. And I enjoyed that. It was cool. It was world building. And I've always enjoyed that about anything, really, world building. Giving more, giving like in-depth into this new world that you're thrust into and you go on a journey for. So yeah. Angelica seems like a cool woman. I don't really have a opinion on her quite yet. She seems nice. She seems to know a lot, and yeah, I don't really know. She seems cool. She has that like military look to her. Maybe she served in a military or something. I don't know. Or maybe her work just kind of has to have her get in that more rougher kind of get up. I don't know. Yeah, man. This is really great. This show is phenomenal. Whew. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the second episode and how it compared to the first one. If you guys like this video, rate it 1 through 10. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun crap. And as always, this is your boy, Nick Browen, out with the yay.